Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, February 8th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my vibration is my prayer. And today we are going to be feeling the build into this full moon lunar eclipse later this week. The moon in Cancer is making some really interesting connections. It's basically a cardinal square, which means all the cardinal signs are being activated by planets connecting within them. The moon in Cancer, heightening our feelings, bringing forth emotion, bringing to the light our emotions, is making connections to Pluto, Uranus, and Jupiter today. So pulling these squares. And like I said, anytime we have a square situation in astro, it's stretching us. And the moon in Cancer brings up the part of ourselves that wants to be safe, that wants to be in a comfortable situation. So we may be finding ourselves resisting this stretching that's going on. I want to redirect our attention, though, to the sun in Aquarius, which is 19-20 degrees today. So that 19 degrees, honoring the worth of this moment, taking that back into that energy mantra yesterday that I can't exactly completely remember, but really honoring the vibration that you're offering in this moment. And then to 20 degrees, I started off with the energy mantra of I nurture my vision to know the worth of my vibration, but then it shifted into this. My vibration is the prayer. This feeling, the feeling of this moment, the feelings that are coming forth in you, that is your prayer. So what is your prayer right now? What is your vision? What is it that you are putting out into the world? It is up to you to find your balance through this push, pull, tug of war that's going on. And it's happening. It's happening within ourselves, and then we're also seeing it happening without. And so it's always the call to come back in to harmony. And I love this harmony aspect. We have the mental energy of Sun in Aquarius, really stimulating the mind. Sun in Aquarius and also Mercury now in Aquarius, making the way through. This can be going around in circles in the mind. Or it can be okay, I've already thought about that, but what else can I think about? I had a client today, one of my favorites, you know who you are, and we talked about the mental energy and how it's kind of has to be corralled. I likened it to these triplets that I've seen, baby triplets, toddler triplets, and this mom, collects one and the other goes back into this thing, collects one and this other one goes into the thing, and it's just this cycle. And that's the mind. It's I know this path, I've been on this path, but if you give your mind kind of okay, we've been there, we've done that, the mind then has this opportunity to ascend, to connect in another way. And so the Aquarius energy, we can keep following those paths. We can keep going in the circles. However, if you kind of corral it, there is this opportunity for this. Or not even necessarily up, but also, just like this card, connecting within, connecting to the heart, connecting to the innocence. And the heart is all important this week, always, but especially with this eclipse that we're building into in the sign of Leo, which is the heart, which is this love energy. So we have this beautiful opportunity to connect in this way. And our feelings are helping guide us there and tuning into our feelings. So often we're stuck in what we're thinking about the feelings instead of actually in the feelings. What are the feelings really telling you? What really is? What really is true? What does your body, what does your inner child have to say about what's happening beyond what you think that you should be thinking within your mind? This is part of this stretching that we can do that's not going to be popping the bubble of your comfort zone, but rather expanding who you are and giving you that opportunity to let your vibration be your prayer, because our vibrations are affected by how we are thinking, acting, feeling, all of the things. So it's really getting in that alignment, body, mind, spirit, soul. So moon opposite Pluto, where the new structure of things is pulling against our comfort zones. Oh, I hate when they give me messages. Oh, okay. So, these things that are happening in our world may not look all that beautiful to us, some of these things. Some of them look, pretty disturbing. However, all that is happening right now is giving us an opportunity to come into empowerment with the new structure of things. We've handed off our power of education. We've handed off our power of health. We've handed out our power of sovereignty, of authority. And so these things that are happening, these things that are making us uncomfortable outside of ourselves, where we've handed out that power, is a call to come back in and take that back, take our health back, take responsibility for our health back, take responsibility for our food back, take responsibility for how we learn back, and etc. It goes on. So this is part of that energy. Yeah, it doesn't look so good out there. It feels pretty uncomfortable. However, the wisdom is also there for you to take back that control and not be handing out that responsibility to anybody else. So there's that. Thanks, universe. Moon is squaring Uranus. More of that evolution, revolution, part of this shakeup. Again, it's shifting, expanding these comfort zones, liberating yourself from these comfort zones that you're in that aren't comfortable. I see so many people who are in these comfort zones and be like, well, I don't really like it here. It doesn't really feel good here, but I'm going to stay here because it's comfortable. And Uranus is like, why? It's like you're sitting in the hot sun and here's this pool of water right in front of you, but you're like, but I'm going to have to walk 5 steps to get there. It's these little shifts, these little stretches will make a difference. Finally, the moon squaring Jupiter, newly retrograde Jupiter, taking us in deeper into the self-love, into the self-worth, taking that responsibility into self-love. Okay, I love myself. I love my family enough that I am going to show up in this way for this thing. Again, it's going to be about finding this harmony. What is in harmony with you? And stop looking outside yourself for the harmony to be fulfilled from the outside, because it's not how this universe works, and it's not how we are currently expanding. The thing is, the feelings are going to be coming through. The feeling is the prayer. Keep coming back into the feelings to help you get in. Not your interpretations of the feelings. What are you really actually feeling? And I'm not saying that you're going to be feeling good, because a lot of us have been going through I've been having energetic, heart stuff. There's been a lot of digestive issues going on with people. I love that I have, all these feelers out into the world and okay, I'm not the only one. All of us are going through these things. Those are all part of the feelings. However, tune in. Okay, what's this really telling me? And how can I nurture myself through this? The other thing that I want to mention in the Astro today, which is interesting as we build into this eclipse at 22, is Vesta at 22 in Cancer is connecting with Chiron at 22 in Pisces. And to me, this is a healing, a bringing forth of the feminine, of the receptive, of the nurturer, of the feeler. So there's some healing energy going on in and through that today. So be available to this feminine, the receptive, the receptivity to the feelings, and then nurturing yourself, holding yourself, loving yourself, letting that be the comfort that you look for as we move through this intense square energy. So I do want to show you this. Okay, the burden is going to be the mind. This is what we're striving for, but this is where we're at. We have this rooster on the head. We've got to let go. This is the 5 card, so this is a card of mental energy. We've got to let go of the stinking thinking, the swirling downward, so that we can ascend and so we can move into that heart energy. You've got this process. You know how to do it. You've just got to be willing to do it. I pulled the Sacred Creator cards. I was like, I want a little magic. And again, I pulled, fill your cup with sacred giggles. Please find something to laugh about. The feeling is the prayer. Laughter is one of the best prayers that you can offer to the universe. Find something to laugh at. There's always plenty of things. If you are lucky enough to have cats, they are usually really good at providing something around that. Also have bravely market your magic. And to me, I'm like, make what is it? Words falling out all this week. Make a case for yourself in your life for magic, for allowing magic into your life, for recognizing that magic is all around and seeing it. Allow the magic to sink in. There's so much magic going on right now if you're just willing to see it. Finally, speaking of magic, if you watched GPS this week, you saw all I pulled was dove cards. I got another for you. Jesus energy is up. The dove, this purity of this energy, reminding ourselves. And this is the peace offering. And the card is live peace, pray peace. No matter how dark it may seem, humankind is evolving. This card symbolizes prayers offered with conscious intention from peaceful hearts everywhere to shift from the darkness and fear to love and compassion. It advises you to not lose hope, but rather to live peace in whatever way you are able. By your actions, your intentions, you will accelerate the process of creating true peace. Both your prayers and your efforts in the community to actively live peace and support those who are like-minded will aid in shifting the balance. Mahalo says so. In doing so, recognize you are assisting the evolution of consciousness toward a world in which peace is truth and not solely a dream. So, peace, peace please. Find it in yourself. Are you at peace? Ask yourself, am I at peace right now? My vibration is the prayer. My vibration is the opportunity for this. The feeling is the prayer. Come back into peace. So, that is it for today. Have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow. I still have my eclipse sale going. If you want one, get it soon. I'm playing Tetris with time slots available. So I'm like, oh, slide one in here, slide one in here. So, if you want that, it is still available, but pretty soon I'm not going to be able to get anybody in until afterwards. But, the good thing is there's still another eclipse coming later this month. So that's still, something that you can feed into. Namaste.